And welcome y'all to Blacker the motherfucking Berry. I am Dean. That is the Madman Los. And guess what we got in the motherfucking building? Supreme motherfucking Khay, y'all. Hey, Los.
Yeah.
Cue that motherfucking applause for the gods. What's up, God? Elbows.
Yeah, I heard we doing elbows all day, right? Elbows all day, no hands?
No,
Nah,
definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
Zero.
Stay clean.
Zero.
You know what I'm saying? Coronavirus.
Oh, boy. How we doing, though?
Yeah, we chilling. How you feeling, player?
I'm all right. I'm just living, you know.
Moving and grooving.
Hey, that's all I do.
So first of all, we have to, I got to ask this question. How does one become Supreme Khay?
Well, it's actually funny because it's either my name's actually Kyrie, so it's actually Supreme Khay. But a lot of people do say Supreme Khay, but like to me, it's like you know what I'm saying. So
I got you.
Talking about,
so it's Supreme Khay. Excuse me, Supreme Khay.
Yeah, but if you know,
Dragon Ball Z reference.
The difference? Yeah, there's no difference. Kai just comes from Kyrie, you know what I mean? But the Kai just came from, if you guys watch Dragon Ball Z, whole Supreme Kai.
Son. Yeah,
I was chilling with one of my boys, and like I had a bunch of different names, and I was trying to go with the Kai, and he was like, yo, why don't you just do the Supreme Kai? And I'm just like, I don't know, we'll see. And then I rapped it in a bar, and it just came out right. And it just stuck with me. So
are you an anime fan?
Definitely am an anime fan. Definitely an anime fan. So it depends also like how deep of an anime fan we're talking. Like I'm more like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Shippuden, regular Naruto.
Do you watch Boruto?
I never really got into Boruto. I seen a couple of the movies, but I never.
Why is everybody shitting on Boruto, B? Like Jiraiya came back. He's pulling in the Tachi, son.
Wow, really? See, I didn't know about that. He's
coming out here summoning frogs and shit. Fucking shit up.
Because when we lost Jiraiya, I was like, I don't even want to watch this no more.
Yo, talk about that shit, B.
Yo, man, when he went underwater, and I was just like,
that shit was fucked up.
Yeah. I was like, yo,
we ain't never see his body.
Yeah,
which means he could come back.
100%. Yo, he's pulling in the Tachi. He's in the organization trying to take him down. He's actually about to fight the leader again. Hopefully he don't die again. But we'll see.
No.
We'll see about that. But we're going to bring it right back over here. Something we were talking about a little earlier. When you came into the room, I had gave you props on your creative ability, not only with your raps, but with your music videos as well.
I appreciate that.
Them shits were very dope. Like, for instance, excuse me for not having the names on top of the head, but I can tell you exactly which I can tell you the visual of it. The one where you were on the bed and then they started with the camera was over you. How did y'all get that shot?
Y'all sleep. Well, I was actually working on Shot to Crema, working with my boy Crema, and I was like, yo, like, I just want to get them shots like of me on the bed. I want to really like feel like I just want people to really feel that moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, what if we get it from like a point type of view? So it was like just me and him kind of bouncing ideas back and forth, and yeah, he just kind of like set it up where I was like laying there and we recorded, and I had the ashtray on my chest and just kind of set the vibe.
So am I wrong? But was there wasn't there like a mirror at the top or something like that? Because am I bugging the fuck out?
Nah, it looked like it. I think what it was was the lighting, because we had some light shining and it was bouncing off, so it kind of like the sun was kind of trying to come in, so it kind of gave it like a different kind of glare when it was like,
okay, I got you, because that's why I looked at the shit and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
he got this shot with the camera. With the mirror, but there was no fucking camera. I was like, yo, the dude, listen, the God is supreme.
The God is supreme.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, supreme for sure.
So why is the K so supreme though?
Why is the K? I mean, the supreme really just came from like
the name.
The name.
But I'm saying, but now that it's there, we gotta be like, this is
the supreme. The supreme to me, like that just represents the quality of the matter. You know what I mean? Like supreme quality. Like I always like you said with the visuals, like I'm very concise. Like I'm a visual person. So even when I'm writing tracks, sometimes I'm not even writing as a rapper. I'm writing as a movie star. You know what I mean?
I was about to say, like, you get like, so the way, because of what we do, we definitely consume a lot of content from up and coming creatives. So when I saw yours, I immediately got this this is like some real artistic movie kind of shit. Like I was able to see where you were going and where you wanted to go with it, and then I was able to Like I can truly see and feel what you're trying to do with, like, even the joint in the Chinese food spot, when you eat and it's going back from that, and then also you in the parking lot in the car, and then you got the hood, I mean the trunk up, you sitting in there, and
my
the back
cousin
of
was
it going back.
skating. My cousin,
son,
he's here right now.
oh, that's him. Oh, what's up, guys?
Shout out my cousin, Romy the Kid.
Yo, shout out, player pimp. You know what I'm saying? But that shit, like, I can, like, it's a I can definitely tell that you edit your own shit and that you go in there with a complete and utter creative game plan. Just the way that everything is set up and shot.
Well, you know what is funny, because like I may not actually get to actually be in there all the time, because like sometimes some video directors are a little weird about you coming in and sitting down there like actual editing process. But like when it goes in, like I know like pretty much almost everything that I really want, and I sit down and I like kind of describe it like word for word. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? We bounce off that vision, and then as soon as they go in there and they start editing, I'm like, yo, but this is kind of like, you know, I'm very concise with like, yo, that's not how I want it to look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Take it back. Yeah, go back.
Facts.
That's just kind of like comes from that whole like like I said, that movie star feel where it's just like I want you to watch what I'm doing, and I want you to feel the story. You know what I'm saying?
And have it resonate with you.
Yeah, have it resonate. Like with the Chinese food spot, like I just knew that like, listen, I'm a big guy. I like to eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was rapping, I wanted to get that feel. I wanted you to feel like you were next to me while I was eating that Chinese food.
That shit was fucking, yo. That shit, like the whole.
No, it was fire. I saw that shit. I saw that shit earlier today. It was actually fire.
Son, that shit, like, yo, and the whole, just like I said, like I can tell how artistic you are. Like let's take away.
Point of view was it for me?
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like we can take away the music. Like you're definitely creative.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying? Like in a few different realms. I mean, so definitely wanted to point to that because I was just so fascinated. And so then the question becomes, what is your how do you get to that point? You know what I mean? How do you get to that point creatively with your writing as well as your visual? Because you just said when you write, you're writing for the song. So how do you get there? And did you have to, was that a skill set that you had from the jump? So like when you wrote, was it always like that, or did you have to develop that?
Honestly, I would say when I wrote it was always like that. Like when I was writing it, like sometimes it plays like a music video in my head. You know what I mean? Like even like when I first, because I mean one of the first reasons I started writing is because of women. Like you'll see like a lot of my songs are female geared. Like a lot of shit I have coming out too. It's gonna be a lot of female geared tracks just because I just can't help it. I do what I do.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so like ever since then, like I remember I would start writing shit and it would just like kind of like play out like me like actually singing it to her, talking to her, and I would kind of like visualize if I was in a certain room or a certain setting.
Facts.
That's kind of how I do a lot of it when it came to at least some of my music. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes you just write to write, and sometimes I'll be listening to it later, and it's something that I may have said that sparks a whole like rift of like of visuals of like, you know, where something should go. You know what I mean? So it comes. I guess it's natural, but like it comes in like different forms of just over time doing it and seeing different things, watching a lot of different music videos, watching a lot of different movies growing up.
I got
a lot
you.
of TV shows. So I was like big into like cinema stuff. So. I mean, not super big because like I don't like to say things like that because there's people out there that are really deep into it that you know what I'm saying, that will cut my throat for saying I'm big into cinema or something like that. You know what I mean?
Fuck that. No. We're not gonna let you punk ass motherfuckers on the internet run us out. If the motherfucker say he big on cinema, he big on motherfucking cinema.
Man, like
he don't
movies.
need to fucking sit there and need to fucking abide by your punk ass monolithic Europeanistic fucking viewpoints on how somebody should consume fucking something, some cinema. Fuck out of here. The man say he like that shit. He like that shit.
Get him,
player.
Dean.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt, player.
Yeah.
Like he said, he likes cinema.
But yeah,
I don't even need to be here no more.
but yeah, so like I said, I'm just big into movies, and I just would like to make everything feel like a movie. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
I'm totally on board with that. It's being as cinematic as possible because
especially you, because you got them short films that you're working on. So
Oh
your
my
mind
God.
and your eye, and then you do the edits for this. So your eye is already on that point.
yeah.
So we should definitely get to talking because I write like everything. I actually I'm working on a cartoon, not a cartoon actually, sorry, a comic book with this guy in Atlanta. So that's supposed to be coming out this year too.
That'd be fun.
That's gonna be fire. But yeah, I write in general. So
If you ever need a bad guy, if you need somebody to go somewhere
yo,
deep and dark,
say that.
I will kill kids.
Yeah.
What?
I will destroy. Listen,
okay.
I will destroy your lives.
As a
In
villain.
the character.
As
In
a
the character,
villain.
in
As
the
a
character,
villain.
in the character, not
I'll,
real.
I'll go there. I'll go there. No problem. I don't give a fuck.
No limits.
Fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn theme.
Fuck
Yo,
you.
I'm
They
saying,
not the
fuck outta
future. Fuck you.
How about you?
Cut it out. Cut it out.
You know what I'm saying? Now listen, we love them, but you know, unfortunately, you know, we in a failing school system, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh boy. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, Jesus.
What? Go ahead and ask your question. I know you got some. Don't let me go on my tangents.
Yeah, I know. I was like, at this point, I'm just like,
Yeah, he's like, yeah, just run with it.
No. You know what I mean? No. You know, reeling it back in.
so what? As an artist right now, what kind of some of the failures you have encountered that you have then countered and used for fuel and like motivation?
Failures. I mean, like everything's a learning process, you know. So it's everything from the recording to from recording in studios and not having a plan to actually not getting anything done or wasting money and actually like or getting a beat off YouTube and not, you know, buying it exclusively and then going to record a dope ass song on it and then going to get it later and it's already sold exclusively. So now you just, you know, now you got to either recreate the beat or not. You don't want to drop the song because you can't put it everywhere. You can't send it to DJs. It's not yours, you know. So certain things like that, and I guess just like having a little more control and more consciousness of that. You know, dropping music and knowing that, you know, it's about the reach, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, bigger, actually reaching something bigger than the island, you know what I mean, because as soon as you reach something bigger than the island, it's gonna come back to the island and they're gonna eat it up anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
How do you hold yourself accountable throughout that whole process? Because you're a one-man band.
Yeah.
So how do you hold yourself accountable? Like, it's easy for us. Like, one of us starts slacking, the other one's like, "Yo, play."
I talk to myself all the time. I talk to myself. I'm like, "Yo, bro, you better cut it out. Get out your head. Keep moving.
Do you have a vision
else.
board?
Huh?
You have a vision board?
Nah, I'm not that organized. I try to do shit like that. Like, I have like a one of those whiteboards at home that I do shit on. I have a organizer in my phone. Like, try to organize a bunch of different things. Like, because I'm doing like the different types of writing and stuff like that.
Right.
But I'm like one of those least organized people. I think it's just because I just like to do shit naturally. You know what I mean? I like to just be chilling and like I like the flow to come naturally, like the ideas to come naturally, the feeling. I don't have to feel like I'm pushing anything. But
Right.
But we're in a stage where you gotta push as much as you can. So if
Absolutely.
You gotta. Yeah, it's like this fine balance the creators have to have.
Push
It's
the
like,
shit's break. You know what I'm saying?
you got to be creative, but then you have to be able to put yourself in a process that kind of recreates what you need to do. Like for us, when we do these episodes, there's a process. We spoke about it before, but it's a process we have that puts us in it that we're able to somewhat have. Like, we are able to produce high quality episodes.
Yeah, like you said, you're a professional. You're going into it as a professional. You know
Absolutely,
what I'm
100%.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure everything is moving and grooving and moving. And it's because we're professionals that we know that you are 420 friendly.
Yeah. Yes,
let's talk about that. How much does that influence your music? If at all.
It's funny because like I feel as though like I didn't ever like pick it up to match with the music. It, like, even though it goes hand in hand and kind of just get looked at like that.
Right.
It's like, listen, I smoke weed because I smoke weed. If I was making music, or I wasn't making music, I'd be smoking weed. That'd be it.
Maybe more weed.
But then that's the question. So like, how does does the weed at all help you in your creative process at all, or do you think that, like, honestly, you would be as creative as you are? Oh yeah, with or without the weed.
Yeah, I'd be just as creative with or without the weed. I think the only thing that the weed does for me is, like, during that creative process, is it lets me kind of let go of that like, all right, that tension, or like, like, why did you just judge what you just said? Like, you kind of just say it, you know what I mean?
Facts.
You go with the idea, and the idea is running. You just go with it. Just
you stand on it.
Weed gives us the fuck it gene.
Yeah, it's got fuck it in it. Yeah,
you're
like Cat Williams said, it's got that fuck it in it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, it's so. What are some of your favorite type of strains you like smoking on? What do you if you even know at this point? Because sometimes we get shit, we smell it, you're like, it's fire.
No, I definitely like to pay attention to strains. I mean, first of all, fire is fire. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna get some good weed, it's some good weed. If it's some bad weed, it's some bad weed. But I definitely I'm more of an indica person. I don't really like smoking sativas. I do occasionally, but like, to me, I'm an all day smoker. So if I'm smoking a sativa all day, I get that like head high, and it's kind of, it just doesn't go away, and it's like, it turns into a headache for me. But I really like Skywalker OG because I feel like it's a very, very clear indica. I had some purple biscotti recently that was really good. Yeah, I like the cookie strains in general.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the cookie strains in general just because of the flavor they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just pack so much flavor. And you know, the highs is, you know, always different depending on the hybrids and shit like that. But like I said, I'm more of an indica hybrid type of guy. So it's like, I stick to a certain type of vibe. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Okay.
gotta respect that. Gotta respect
Yeah.
that.
What are some of your munchies? Because I know you be high. You gotta get some munchies. What's Supreme K's munchies?
What's my munchies?
The munchie list. Like if you high as hell, you go into 7-Eleven or you go to the grocery store.
I'm grabbing a pack of rips.
Rips.
I'm grabbing a pack of rips. Yeah. It's
Okay.
I don't even have them. They're in the car. I don't even have them. They're in the car. I can't bring them in here. Y'all want some? I can't.
You damn right.
But rips is definitely one of my favorite candy brands right now to munch on. Or I'll get like a cinnamon roll in the coffee or some shit like that. Like I'm like one of those type of people. You know what I mean?
you something with substance behind it.
Yeah, I like a little substance. You know, because I like to actually eat. So I don't really like munch. You know, I eat like full meals. I just had Bubba's before.
Time to eat.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facts.
So, but yeah, I'm all over the place.
I got it. So, just to pivot real fast, because you spoke on earlier how you do different writing, and then you also said how you're doing a comic book as well with a brother from Georgia. So my question becomes to you: how much, like, what are the different lanes that you are in? Like, you know, what is exactly that you're doing besides rap and then the comedies? I'm guessing too, since you are a cinema guy, a short film or some kind of episodic series has got to be somewhere fucking around.
I have things that that's just sitting there on the laptop waiting for the right people to talk to, and you know what I mean, and pursue the ideas. But yeah, I write, like, you know, music videos. Like obviously, like for my music videos, I'm one of the main person that comes with the creative ideas and bring them to the table. I already have the vision, you know.
Right.
But people like Krema and stuff like that, they just other people like that are great directors just help bring out the vision. So
Facts.
I'm actually working on writing music videos for other people too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Outsourcing.
Yeah, so you know, if you're an artist out there and like, you know, you got some ideas, or if you got a song you want to do something to, like, you know, I got some people I work with and we'll talk and we'll set something up.
Hit him up.
Yeah,
his shit is like, yo, y'all go to his shit like right now, right after this, don't matter. You check his shit like, yo, when you see it, you're gonna know exactly what the fuck we're talking about.
Supreme Khay.
But yeah, so I write poetry. That's how I met Lozo.
Yeah.
So I just kind of write in whatever way just fits me at
You're
the time.
just a writer.
Yeah. I got to get things out. I got ideas. Like, things play in my head. Things are funny to me that probably aren't funny to other people, but I still write them down anyway.
Of course.
So what kind of humor you got?
Dark humor. You look like a dark humor. You laughed at fucked up shit.
Yeah.
You look like you laughed at fucked up shit.
I do laugh at fucked up shit.
Good. That's the best kind of humor.
I like dry humor too sometimes. Like, you know, I like, you know, I've seen a couple episodes of The Office. I've never, you know, it's funny because everyone's like, oh, The Office. Like, I love the show, but I never, for some reason, like binge watched it. You know what I binge watched? I really binge watched that 70s show because for some reason,
you're high all the time. Why not?
I know.
I can't catch it.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's something about like that humor in there, like it just catches me every single time when I crack up. So.
The Office, I guess to me, like, because before I was one of those people who did not like The Office.
Really?
More so because I was fighting the trend. I was like, I refuse to give in.
I'm like that too sometimes, yeah.
So then I finally sat down. I was like, yo, this shit is actually masterfully written.
Yeah, it is.
Like, and then.
And if you want dry humor, that's the epitome of dry humor.
I know.
But no, they're giving you.
Unless you want to like Curb the Enthusiasm.
Everything though. You know what I'm saying? Not for nothing. I think Curb Your Enthusiasm is fucking boring. I said it.
I love Curb.
I said it.
I said I love Curb. I've never seen it.
It's so funny.
It's on Netflix? It's just
no, it's on HBO.
It's too aggressively white for me.
It is really white.
It's aggressively white. I can't take it.
It is really white.
Sometimes like that's too much. I know.
But when you know what I mean? It's like,
think about it. Think about it. It's the writer from Seinfeld, so that which is also really white.
No, good for him.
Like, you know what I mean? So what do you already know what you're getting?
Honestly, Jerry Seinfeld, you fucking bore me. I don't think you're a comic legend, and I fucking said it. You're not that ill. And honestly, if we're gonna keep it going there,
what does Seinfeld do to you?
I think it's absolutely disgusting how flippant you are at certain things. I heard your episode on
Go ahead.
Fucking Coffee with Cars, one of those punk ass motherfuckers. I forgot who you were talking to, but the way you were talking about
with comedians.
Listen, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Listen, it was disrespectful how you were talking about the wait staff and everybody else, the cameraman and shit like that, talking about, oh listen, we're the only two in the room that matters. All these other people, you don't have to talk to them. We're the stars, yada yada yada. Motherfucker, let me tell you something. You wouldn't look as good. You wouldn't sound as good. Your shit wouldn't be as funny without the motherfuckers around you putting that shit together. So while you sitting there shitting on people, let's call spade a spade. You really not that funny. Honestly, you just some white dude who happened to get put on back in the 80s. But right now, your shit wouldn't be that hot. Your shit is boring as fuck. You're boring as fuck. And I said what I said. Wow. I am Dean. And this is Black of the Berry, motherfucker.
Wow.
Said what I said.
Was that planned? Was that a planned rant? That was off.
No, they're never planned.
Yeah.
They're never planned. I'm just glad you didn't spike.
Definitely got some monologues for you, son. That's some monologues.
Whatever you need,
go on, bro.
Well, I mean, you just derailed the thought I had. So
I'm sorry, but that's
okay.
Because what you were saying, like, because we were talking about the different comedies, and I just said Seinfeld was boring. You said Kirby and Stu.
No, and it's all in your opinion, which I can't be mad at. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Other people love that shit, but to me, like, that shit it disgusts me. Friends?
Oh, don't even start on Friends.
You're the living single. Listen,
don't even start on Friends.
You're the white living single.
Yeah.
I don't ever in my life want to hear anybody ever say that living single is fucking Friends.
No.
Don't you ever get that disrespect.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's just.
I agree on that. I agree on
that. You can't do that.
I ain't gonna fight you on that one.
No, don't ever.
You know what I'm saying? But you as a writer, right? Do you have any like will you be watching a movie, for instance, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, yo, that's a dope ass concept for a music video that I want to write now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if that happens, what is the latest movie that happened to you with? Because since you're a writer, I want to talk to you about so many other things, because you are a writer, like you're a
complete
legit
writer.
Yeah. Like you're not just you're not just a musical writer. Like you got your bag, so we about to go in there.
Yeah. Last thing I felt inspired by, like, to make a music video for,
or just any of your pieces of art. Like, what was something that you saw? Because I know when it comes to writers and stuff like that, y'all can get inspiration at anything.
Literally.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
drop of that. I put my phone down. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Just because I know, because to me it's fascinating how your mind has to work. Because one, okay, matter of fact, you know what? Scratch that. Here's something I really want to ask.
Yeah.
You wrote a comedy. How the fuck do you get into different characters' heads to write out how they should be reacting? Like how the fuck does that work? Talk to the guy, and then how the hell do you move the story along? Like where does the concept start?
That's kind of crazy. I don't even know if I want to like say it like this, but like I don't know. I think I'm a little crazy just because like
I hear you.
It kind of
have to be.
It kind of plays, you know what I mean?
It's
It's like you kind of just see the dialogue, and also a lot of stuff relates to my life. You know what I mean? Like something in the comic that happened. So it was between a brother and a sister, and the brother came in and bothered her, and it's like those relations, and you can kind of like play it out. Plus any TV shows I've watched or sitcoms, and I've seen all those things, and I remember just growing up and like watching those. So it's like when I see it, I'm like, oh, you know what would happen? This would happen, then this would happen, and then this would have to happen. So this has to happen.
I got you. But then where do the characters come from? But then how do you know what is too much? How do you know what is too little? Like talk to me about that, because it's fascinating, because we've never had someone who's created something like that before. So I need to know, like, how do you get to that point? Like do you write the characters down first? Do you write the story first and then come building the characters around it? Like what comes first, the chicken or the egg?
It depends on the point of view, honestly, because it's like sometimes I'll have, like, for the comic, like, he came to me with a couple characters that he had, and then I came and I was like, all right, well, if this is gonna happen, then I need this character to be here, because this has to cause this kind of conflict or whatever. You know what I mean? Or for something that I've written in the past, that's kind of dumb. For something I've written in the past, I had two main characters that I just had like as an idea, and it just kind of just blossomed from there as like, and a snowball effect of like what these characters were doing, and so it kind of just dove into that. So it kind of comes from different avenues. You know what I mean?
You're literally the byproduct of what Chance the Rapper was talking about with Sean Evans on Hot Ones. Even Shia LaBeouf was talking to Sean Evans about Hot Ones, and what he said was that Shia LaBeouf said it first, and then Chance the Rapper basically confirmed it. Motherfucker. Basically, what he said was that rappers, you're using the same brain, like you're using the same
muscles,
the same brain muscles as a comedian.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the same, because you got to they got to go off the head. They got to be creative with it. They're creating punchlines, drafting a story around what they're doing.
I can see it. I'm entertaining it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for you, because honestly, I was about to ask, like, yo, how do you write? Like, how do you do a comedic writing style? But then I'm like, he's a fucking rapper as well and a poet. So creating a story then getting them and then getting you to a point that he wants you to react in a certain way. He's been doing it for forever.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
no, it's funny because I go back actually. Like I think it was pretty recently. I was moving some shit and like I found like shit when I was like 7 and I wrote like a whole Pokemon book when I was younger. I didn't even realize. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I just found like mad Pokemon stickers and I created like a Pokemon story about them being on this island. It was kind of sick and I was like, wow, I didn't even remember doing that. But like I guess I've been like, I just always had like that like inclination to want to create that story or that like that storyline. So
interesting.
Yeah.
That's fucking. That's I am fascinated when it comes to that kind of stuff because I would love to be like I would love to eventually get into some kind of voice acting or acting in general. As
I can see it.
I can
see it. Yeah, no, we're gonna.
Don't
worry.
Let me know, player.
We're gonna talk. He's got to show us. So we got all sit down and talk. You know what I mean?
Oh, Los is he's a like. So I'll be honest with you, comedy wise, and what I like. We were talking about this. I think I think he's fucking funny as shit, and like in a physical comedy kind of way.
Yeah.
Like there is shit. Like we were editing a video, and I called him, and I was like, "Yo," I said, "I need you to turn on the video to this point because everything about you was making everything about that scene, and then if we would have caught it earlier and edited it correctly." That shit probably would have went viral.
Oh,
like this shit.
Oh, we could have went viral,
but bro. And you know what I'm talking because son, you were like in your bag that day of just being.
I don't know
roast.
what the fuck I was doing.
Son, and then it's so like I could definitely see like if you're doing some kind of like he's a fucking character.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Like I said,
hilarious human being.
Yo, I'm so down to work with like anybody, like especially Long Island. I'm down to work. Like let's do it. Like anything that comes to visuals, to come creating, like hit me up. Let's do it. Like I'm just.
I've been thinking about an anime idea too. So
yeah,
that would be.
The only thing that becomes difficult, like with like like animation and stuff like that, is
translation.
Finding an animator.
Yeah, finding an animator and having the bread for that animator because that shit is expensive.
It is.
Because one of the first things I started writing down, I was like, yo, this would be so good as a cartoon, and I was like looking into animators, and I was like, all right, well, how do I even do that? And you got to get the thumbnails drawn of characters of different like positions the characters are in, and then you got to get it sent out to the person to actually bring it to life, and like that's a. Man,
it's a whole nother process.
Yeah, whole nother process, whole nother beast.
But that's something that you're still gonna be writing on because obviously your journey is not going to stop. Because one, you got this is, I definitely get the feel that you're gonna end up writing some crazy shit.
I hope so.
Like nah, you got kind of no, but like what I mean by that is that you're a complete writer. So that means that you can pull from anywhere. So like I, personally, it makes so much sense to me now the way I saw your music video that I come to find out that you are writing comic shorts, animated shorts, whatever it is that you feel because it's you're a complete artist. In that regard.
Yeah, and plus you've already mastered the ability of the storytell. So once you could do that, it's really just putting it into whatever
and
form.
And just fine-tuning, and then just fine-tuning.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tell this story. It could be someone get on a train and, missing the train. It could be a short. It could be a music video. It could be a animated. It just whatever form you want to put it.
Yeah, whatever it comes out in. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that speaks to the testament of your talent. So
that's appreciated. Hey, man.
What made you want to not put yourself in the box, not putting labels, especially when you're coming up in the beginning and you're just like, fuck it, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. Yeah, because you could have stuck to just one thing, but you did not.
But when I first came up, I just wanted to rap. I mean, not that I just wanted to rap. I knew I didn't just want to rap when I first started making music. Like, I knew I didn't just want to rap because of, like I said, the visions and like, how I saw things. But when I first started, that was the main focus. I was trying to put myself in that rapper box. Right. And then I realized that I couldn't. You can't put yourself in that box because like there would be times where I was like, it wasn't the rap that I wanted to write. It was the treatment, for the video, or it was like it wasn't the rap that I wanted to write. It was like a story or idea that I had that wasn't. It's gonna be too long to make into a rap, so I had to actually write it out in form. Right. Or a character. Sometimes characters. You meet a character in real life, and like those real life characters, are something that just spark off something. And you're just like, yo, you need a whole.
Continue
right.
Yeah. You need a whole series. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to just base it off of that.
Yeah. So.
So, Los, you were just breaking down how we're gonna have a spoken word from Supreme Khay. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
Peace. Do you have anything for the people to go so they can check out right now that we can drop on the YouTube so they can, you know what I mean? So we can put it right in this video.
Yeah. Definitely go check out Y'all Sleep, the Y'all Sleep video.
Okay.
That shit. So that's the Jizzy that you and I were talking about earlier with the shot. Son, artistically, the shit is dope. Like, I can, like I said, I can see your artistic eye, and I think it's gonna be. I want to see one of your shorts. When I mean like one of your shorts, yeah. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of mad at myself that we didn't even know that you did that.
Well, you know, I don't have any shorts that's out. That's why you don't know that.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay,
you weren't gonna find that. And the same thing. I mean, you would have if you dug a little bit. You might have seen the cartoon thing, but like right now, it's like a process of trying to get the brand out and stuff like that.
Right.
Supreme Khay, like as a writer, but definitely
because you're a complete writer, for the people.
Yeah,
that's the and I guess that's the that's the key and the takeaway that people need to realize is that when you're doing something in this craft, any creative craft, you definitely want to make sure that you expand your shit to the utmost degree, so that way that you can literally go into any kind of lane. Something that you're fucking really good at is that, you know, with your shit with your the clothes. Well, I don't want to put the shit out there, but you are very good at diversifying yourself as well in that regard of just being
try to be, man,
out of the box with your creativity. I have my moments of my different things. You know, y'all check out the Player Haters podcast.
Quick little plug
right there.
I want to hear some of your shorts. I want to see some of that shit too, because like I don't have as much experience as writing like shorts. So, you know, like so like I'm actually like really big with working with people because I like to see people's processes. You know what I mean? That's why I asked you guys like how you guys go about producing this, because like to me it's like it's all a learning process. Like that's what this whole networking shit is for. You know,
100%.
You know, so you connect and you really understand what's going on.
Something similar too is we've kind of developed the same eye, which is like the editing eye, and seeing it sometimes forward. So sometimes shit is not even shot yet, but I'm gonna shoot it. I have a vision in my head. I'm gonna carry it out before we even get to shoot it, so that when I'm editing it, I'm like, it's perfect for me to even do it, because I was already thinking ahead of time.
You got everything you want, and now you can just cut and piece what you want together.
In terms of some of the shorts, most of my shorts right now are based off the poems I write. You know what I mean? Because they're so like story driven.
Good question. So you responsible for like the Spider-Man shorts and like stuff like that, like the little clips you guys put out?
So the Spider-Man short was a combination. So one of the Spider-Man shorts was his complete idea.
Right.
The other ones was a combination between him and our boy Moni Black.
Right.
That's 2 Ks, not 3, because he's not a racist.
Right.
And you've done and then like every other clip, basically, the other clips that we used to do together, we would create together.
Right.
You write too. You write like
I did a comic kind of writing thing, but it was like a true story, and I kind of buffed it up a little bit. I have to change it, but I'm actually more into puppeteering. I have this puppet I've been learning with.
Yeah, for real?
Swear to God.
That's so dope. I didn't even know.
Shout out Big Smoke. We appreciate you, baby. You're going to be out here one day. He was supposed to come out here this time, but I honestly forgot because it was like a little bit of a rush with
coronavirus.
Yeah. You know, Big Smoke got corona, you know what I'm saying? But he be out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
So it's definitely.
Yeah, so we're definitely trying to attack every lane possible. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like it's just like Samsung. Samsung got everything. They got phones, they got TVs, they got fridges. They
do have fridges.
Might fucking working on cars. You know what I mean? Laptops. You know what I mean?
Fridges. Can we?
I have one of those fridges. It's fine.
Their fridge is gangster. My grandmother got one. Shout out Eva.
Shout out Samsung, motherfucker.
Yeah, but Eva.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely.
Those like the smart fridges and stuff, right? Like,
son, they got Wi-Fi and shit. They got like it depends on which ones you get, like, because they even.
I don't got all that. I don't got the fancy. My shit's just whole food.
Nah, because excuse me, not the Wi-Fi, but like you can like
see what's in the fridge already beforehand.
Yeah, and then you can like set the shit, like certain parts of the refrigerator could be a certain kind of thing. So like
the temperatures and shit.
But it's different in the actual refrigerator. Right, It's fucking it's amazing.
Yeah, but nobody cares about no damn refrigerator.
If you like food like him and I do,
I do, that shit. But not no fancy refrigerator.
Listen, question: do you cook?
I dabble a little bit. I dabble a little bit. If you follow my Snapchat, you might know of some of my things. I like to.
Okay,
I got you.
What
You
you
know
be
what I'm saying?
chefing
I'm
up?
a
Yeah,
breakfast
yeah,
guy. Like I like to make like different types of egg sandwiches. You know, like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I just got into really throwing jelly on bacon and throwing that in the oven after you already cook it. Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
to me about that. Put the science to
That's
the
like a
math.
that's like a pork double pork
Yeah,
sandwich.
so I'll just cook the bacon in the frying pan. And
Uh-huh.
I have like a regular, like an aluminum pan. I throw like some strawberry jelly or whatever, and I'll throw that in the oven for a little bit, let it like caramelize, like melt on the bacon. Either throw it on an egg sandwich or a bagel with cream cheese. Ooh, yeah, baby.
That shit.
Shit hit different.
That
Shit
does
different.
sound pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that does
You
sound pretty
definitely
good.
be big smoking.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
tell. The whole time I was like, yo, that's some shit I would try.
Nigga be
You know
open,
what I'm saying?
nigga open the fridge like,
What I can do with
What
this?
I can do with this?
I'm just gonna wing it.
Wasn't it Quavo who put sugar on his fucking tuna recently?
I don't know, but that
One
must
of them
have-
fucking
that must
Migos
have been a mistake.
put fucking no. He did this shit on purpose. He was like, "This is how I got to do." He put the fucking mayonnaise in the sugar, and the whole time I was
Maybe
like,
thought it was salt.
the first thing he knew it was fucking sugar.
Alright, well,
the
shit.
first thing
He knew
I
what he was
thought of,
doing.
he knew exactly what he was doing. I was like, yo, I need whatever he's smoking. I gotta try that shit.
Yeah.
Gas.
He got
The minute
gas.
you think that sugar belongs on tuna.
No.
Matter of fact, since we here, let's go there. Since we here, we're gonna go there. This debate right here, right now, Black of the Berry. In your grits, what's in them? Talk to me.
And my grits? You guys gonna look at me crazy? I don't eat grits.
You can look at me crazy. I don't either.
Oh, thank you.
Well, time out. You
Hey,
Caribbean.
hey.
You Caribbean.
That don't mean shit.
Are you Caribbean?
Nah.
Are you just straight up American
I'm black.
Negro?
Yeah, my grandma from the South and all that. She used to make the fire grits, all that, bro.
Come on, son.
I know. I told my dad one time, he's like, yo, how you like your grits? I was like, I don't like grits. He's like, you're not black. He's like, you can't come up for breakfast. I'm like, damn, man. Like,
I was like, can I get a pancakes?
yeah, like,
a sandwich?
you know what it is, bro? I'm a texture person sometimes. So
hot
like,
cereal, yeah.
No,
I
you
can't
can
mess with
change
hot
the
cereal.
texture of it. I don't wanna hear that
I'm
shit.
not cool with hot cereal.
Son, wait.
Any kind of hot cereal.
You
I'm
didn't like
sorry.
oatmeal?
Oatmeal? I like
I don't eat
oatmeal.
oatmeal either.
No cream of wheat.
No cream of wheat.
No porridge.
No porridge. I hate porridge
no
now.
porridge. I never had porridge.
No farina. No none of that. None of that.
Farina, you can mix up. You can make farina taste mad sweet, but
I don't. Nope. I don't do it.
You not doing the grits I get, but my brother.
Yeah.
Word.
yeah, man. I know. I tried it every way.
You
With
eat
butter-
grits?
Yeah, yeah.
There
know,
you go. There you go. Good
I
shit.
tried
Good
with
shit.
butter.
Don't
keep it
I
out
tried it
there
with
looking-
cheese.
You know
I
what
tried
I'm
mixing my eggs in it. I tried, scooping with the eggs in the toast and all that.
So you telling me right here, right now, when you put the grits,
Yeah,
you telling me when you put the eggs in the grits with the bacon and you think that it wasn't ill? Oh, son,
Why
that's love.
Why-
You got the salt, pepper, put some butter in that thing, and if you want to get a little freaky with it, throw a little bit of scissor.
Oh,
man.
boy.
What about hot sauce? The hot sauce in the grits too?
Nah, you bugging.
Okay. Sorry.
Nah,
You
he bugging? I don't see
But
it.
honestly, it depends. With the grits, it depends. Every now and then, I want sweet grits. Every now and then, I want salty grits. But always know this: you put eggs in your grits, it's the best thing in the motherfucking world. You couldn't survive that, God.
I mean, yo, this wasn't me, man.
Niggas got different palates, man. Niggas got different
Can't do
palates.
it's not you.
Yo, that's crazy.
I know.
Can you
All
play
the time.
spades?
Huh?
Can you play spades?
No one never told me spades, yo. I know spit. That's it.
You don't spit but no spades.
Yo,
Can you play dominoes?
I played it like once or twice. Oh, D's good.
No. He legitly lost me on that.
No, D's good.
He legit lost me on that one. You don't know that's math.
Yo, I played it like once, yo. I'm telling you.
How you play your Uno? Can you put a draw 4 on top of a draw 2?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
You niggas is
What
stupid.
kind of yo?
Nah,
time out.
nah.
What kind of shit am I? Yo, where the
Nah,
fuck
nah,
am
nah,
I?
nah, nah,
This
nah,
ain't
nah,
Black
you
Mountain.
are-
What the fuck this shit
can't
is?
do
You
that.
know what I
You can't
mean?
do
That's
that. You can't do
crazy.
that. You can't do
Grits,
that.
I understand, but draw 4, chop a draw 2?
Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Nah,
That's
yo,
wild.
Yo,
That's not
I'm not
math.
picking up
That's
shit.
I've
math.
been playing these long ass Uno games for like 4 hours, like it's fucking Monopoly.
You can put a draw 4 on a draw 4, draw 2 on a draw 2. You got separated.
Get the fuck out! It's a draw 4. It's a wild. You can put
Nah.
that shit anywhere.
Nah.
Yo, son, y'all are wildin', B.
Nah, you
crazy.
can't do it.
That's
You can't do it. You
Nah,
can't do
that's
it.
crazy. Y'all crazy.
That's not even logical. What you're saying?
You're telling me that if you play a green draw 2.
You're way too turned up about this.
I got no grits.
Like he's
I got
Hasbro.
no spades.
Oh,
I got no dominoes.
Oh, man.
And now you motherfuckers got the nerve to take away Uno too?
nah, you just not doing it right. Oh, man.
Oh God.
Nah,
What
man,
is
I'm
life?
telling you. How you gonna put a? It's
We
a
all got
color.
corona.
It's a color.
That's what it is. That's what it's got to be. I'm not hearing it right. We all got corona, and that's what it is.
Now you live in a fucking bizarro world where they even play Uno. They play Dos. Where you at? You know what I mean?
my God.
Yo, son, you know that shit is crazy to me. How the fuck did y'all? What were y'all doing in high school? Y'all didn't play Uno at
Yeah, of course.
and y'all wasn't putting the draw 4. It's a wild card.
Yeah, but
It's a wild, and it says plus
but
4.
Yeah, but if we doing the draw 4, like you put a draw 4 down, I gotta put a draw 4. I can't put nothing else down.
Yes, but then on top, but time out. If you say the color red and I have a red draw 2, I can put that on top of that draw 4, and we keep it pushing. You go to him, and he got like a yellow draw 2. Bam, he can put that right there. And then the next person got a draw 4.
Iffy.
Bam, you put that right there.
He might have a point
It's
right now. He
iffy.
might have a point.
It's iffy.
Because if he said if the color's red, then I can put out anything, right? Anything red.
No, here's the thing.
No,
though.
if it's red,
Here's
yeah,
the
you
thing.
put out a red
see
draw
what
2.
you're talking about. So what you're talking about is draw 4, then draw 2, not draw 2, then draw 4.
You should be, but then the same doesn't apply because that's a wild card.
It's a one-way
When can
track.
you-
Oh, no, yeah.
When
No,
can
yeah, what he said. What he said.
It's
when
a
can you
one-way
play
track,
wild?
brother.
It took me a second, but yeah, no, what he said.
It's a one-way track, bro.
When can you play a wild?
Oh,
Anytime, right?
anytime.
Theory.
Any color, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
I don't know whose side I'm on anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know whose side I'm on anymore.
In theory, anytime.
Yeah, because you know what? Theory, you can play it at any time. It's a wild card, right? So
Right.
if you put a draw
Right.
2, you can be like, boom, draw 4. But
Right.
like,
But no. you
but
can't.
wait. Now here's my question. Because does that now become a draw 6?
It does.
Yes.
Oh, nah. See, nah
Yeah, son. But then here's the math to the science of it though. If we just like right, so if let's say this was reverse, right?
I've
Lowe's
never
played
been
the
so
draw
animated
2,
about you.
I played
Uno
the draw
ever
4,
in my life.
and if you have a draw 4, you bust that down there too. Now it's the next person's
What
problem.
if I got a draw 2?
It depends on the color. Then that's when you gotta be like, yo, what's the color?
We got to play Uno right now. We got to
hide your cards.
we
You
gotta-
gotta get gully on them.
We got
I'm
to
playing Uno with D.
We got to play Uno right now to settle the score. You know what I'm saying?
You got Uno cards?
Because there's no other. No. What the fuck? What am I, a magician or walk around with no
yeah.
cards?
Close,
Yeah, I'm a fucking illusionist. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I have Uno cards turned into doves? No.
Hey, listen,
no.
I ain't gonna front. I'm beefing with Uno in itself because I saw that stupid ass tweet that they put out there when they basically they agree with y'all, and I'm here to tell you that you fuckers are wrong. Y'all don't even know y'all own goddamn game.
Shit.
I said, you don't know your own fucking game. Whoever created this shit ain't know what the fuck he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? You got to come out here to the hood and you figure that shit out.
You need to make our own Uno game. You need to make your
100%.
own game.
That's how we. At least maybe that's just how Hempstead motherfuckers play.
Oh,
Y'all
that's
niggas-
what's from Hempstead?
Yeah,
And
you know what I'm saying?
there
Maybe-
goes
that's
the,
a
and there
Nassau
goes the
thing.
rationale there.
That's a Nassau thing.
You know what I'm saying? Where come from?
I'm Suffolk. I'm Suffolk.
You want
Yeah.
them 631 babies?
Yeah, I'm 61
All
all day.
right. You know what's funny though? Just see now that I'm out here in Suffolk a lot. It's funny how wrong I was, but in the beginning, we like the biggest joke we had on y'all was like, "Yo, that's farm country."
Yeah.
Like,
No, don't get
we
twisted.
going out
It
there
is.
with these farm
It is.
boys.
It is. It is.
Country mother-
Past Shirley Mastic, it becomes
Son,
farm
we used
area.
to call y'all like yo. When we had to go face Riverhead and Lacrosse, we were literally like, "Yo, who are these?"
Well,
country
no, for
motherfuckers?
real. Those are our country bum.
Them some country bumpkin
No,
motherfuckers.
that's when it gets country.
Yeah.
I know a motherfucker named was Blaze.
I
That was his,
I know a dude named Blaze.
his daddy named him Blaze.
He was probably blazing
Yeah, he had to be high.
or burning.
Probably.
Had to be high.
But his name is Blaze. Of course, you know what I mean? He white, but his name was Blaze.
Of course, he's
It's
white.
like when they were
You know
making
what
the
I'm
island, they went, all right, let's keep it compact from New York City to Nassau, and then it got a little big with Suffolk, and they're like, oh, we got all this room. Let's blow it out.
Yeah, we
You
just
know
gonna
what
have
I'm saying?
cows and shit
Yeah.
and fucking pigs. We just gonna figure this shit out. It's gonna be right next to the Hamptons too. It's just all gonna be fucking weird and fucked up. But listen, this shit has been fucking great. We appreciate you for stopping by,
Yo,
brother.
man, appreciate y'all for having me, for real.
Now listen, absolutely. Listen, y'all go check them out at Supreme Khay. I am Dean. That is the Madman Los. Neither one of these motherfuckers know how to play Uno. This is Black and Berry, and we out.
You a goddamn lie.
Son, that is bugged out to me.
Hell, bro, it's funny because I work with kids and shit, and they be playing Uno type crazy, and I get mad at them. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Who taught you how to play Uno? But they play it that way too, where like everything like adds up. Like they be like, yo, sometimes I'll see them put down a draw 4, a draw 2, and another draw 4 all
Lay
together.
it all down.
Nah, man, you can't stack like that. Nah.
Somebody, listen.
Are you shitting
You
me?
lay all them shits down, and somebody gotta pay,
stack.
son.
No way.
Nah, nigga, somebody gotta pay, son.
Listen, you can stack, but you can't stack what?
Yeah, you- what do you-
No, wait, listen.
All right. Put the math
All
aside.
right, so let's say you put a red 5 down, right?
Right.
You got a yellow 5 and a blue 5.
Of course.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Like that. Or
Yeah.
you got three the same number, whatever, no matter. But you can't put 3 draw 2s down, my nigga.
Nah, sir, I'm
That's
not
just not
trying to-
ethical. You know what I mean?
Hold on. We not done. Talking to Mike. We not done with
Yeah.
this. Hold on. Here's the thing. Appreciate that play.
Oh, damn.
Here's the thing. By y'all rationale.
Yeah.
By y'all rationale. And you know what? We gonna be tagging you in this, because y'all got this all the way fucked up.
Right.
You just said if he plays a draw, if he has a red 5. Excuse me, you have a red 5 and he has a blue 5 and then a yellow 5. He can play that shit down, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So why would I not be able to take the wild draw 4 that we all have agreed
No, you could
can
do
be
that.
played
You
at
could
any
do that.
point
You
in
could do
time,
that. You
right?
could- you could do that.
And I'm gonna stick a draw 2,
On
a
top
red
of that?
one, and then a green draw 2 on top of that.
Wildin'.
Why can't I?
Whoa, different
Why
colors.
can't- I'm at
You're
different
fucking
colors.
wild.
Aren't you doing the same thing?
Nah, you're fucking wild.
Nah, you're doing the same.
You're
Is it not
fucking
the
wild.
same rules?
You're fucking
Is it not-
wild.
You're right.
Nah, you're wild.
No.
Nah, you're wild.
You're right, but you're wrong.
You're right.
You're wrong.
Right. It's case by case, dog. There's
Why?
there's different
Nah,
rules.
fuck all that shit.
If it's a number, you're just matching the number. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right.
you add like those are
I'm
all
matching the card.
those are all specialty
Okay.
cards.
Oh,
that's like saying
So you're telling me you can't play a red reverse, a yellow reverse, and a green reverse at the same damn time?
Nah.
Who the fuck taught you?
You
niggas?
actually you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
But you can't play another specialty card that's with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't play a reverse and a skip at the same time. That's two different colors.
Yeah.
But you're talking about putting
Or the same
a draw
color.
4 and a draw 2.
Because a draw 4 is a wild card. We all have agreed on that. We all know that a draw 4 can be played at any
First of all,
point in time in the game.
some people play where you put a draw 4 out, you can't put another card on top of that. Some people do play like that.
Because all right, listen. Unless the only time you can put another card on a draw 4 when you're playing it should be a draw fucking 2.
Listen,
Because it's theoretically the same card.
There's a whole lot of free promo for Uno.
It's the same card. Nah, shit, we may go viral because motherfuckers gonna realize that Uno got the game fucked up.
No, you got the game.
No,
fucked up.
Twitter has already agreed with me. Twitter, we can put this shit on, but we gonna make a clip of this shit specifically. Put this shit on Twitter, and I guarantee you, I'm going to be fucking right.
Now you're Italian because you're right.
Now you're
You hear me? You hear me? Listen, I thought to my cousin Vinny,
Italian came out.
everything's all right, everything's gonna be okay. You understand?
Oh my
Bada boom,
God.
bada bam. You understand? I'm
You know
telling you.
that's very disrespectful to Italians. That's not even how they talk anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Andrew Cuomo's brother was out here saying, Chris Cuomo was saying that fucking calling him a fake news reporter was like saying the N-word. So you know what? That was our fucking trade, people. You got me? You
We're
feel
even
me?
now. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
fair.
Get over
If
yourself.
you're gonna do that, I didn't know you had that quick stash right there. I didn't know you had
Listen,
that.
you
He always. He said like he always got one loaded.
I
I don't know,
didn't even
man.
know you
He
even
said
had
he always
that.
ready to go for something. He
I
got
got
one.
something for
I didn't know
somebody.
you even. I was like, I didn't even know you even had that. You
Somebody
pulled that
name
out
on
very
something.
quickly.
Yes,
You
I
was
was-
like, I've been actually waiting for this one.
Yeah.
Can you pull up 6, 7?
Yeah, he got like files in the back.
What y'all say about that shit? But all I'm saying-
According to the penal code 2653.
I'm just baffled by this Uno conversation. I can't take it anymore. Y'all probably play fucking Monopoly all kind of fucked up. I don't
What?
even touch on
What?
Monopoly.
First, y'all don't want to see me Monopoly.
There's only one rule in Monopoly that you can't buy anything on your first lot. That's
That's-
it.
You know
That's
what?
actually a fake rule. That's a
That's what
fake
I'm
rule.
about to
All
say.
right, I'm done.
Why-
I'm done.
why-
No.
why if I got the bread,
Nope.
do I gotta always
That's
wait
a
to
fake
get
rule.
around?
Nope.
You
nope,
look that rule
nope.
up. Look that rule up.
Marcus, shut the shit down now.
No, Marcus. Hold on, Marcus. Nah, you don't want to hear that. Now you don't want to hear it.
Nah,
Shut the
son,
shit down
fake
right
rule
now.
too.
Shut the shit down right meow.
Get this bullshit out
Check
of
the
here,
rules. Check the rule book.
I'm not checking shit.
Check the Monopoly rule book.
nigga, do that shit
Why
before,
I gotta
though.
wait?
The only thing I'm checking is you two motherfuckers because y'all buggers is both wrong.
The only rule that counts in Monopoly is you have to have all of the same property before you start building. That's it. That's it. You have
That
to
might
have
be
all the
some
property-
bullshit,
yeah,
too.
That's real.
No, that's it. That literally is the only rule.
Yeah.
That's
Other
it.
than that, yeah.
Y'all niggas is lying.
No, that's the
man.
truth. You can't because you know you can't raise the rent until you own the whole shit.
Yeah.
Right, but
I
I
need
can't
to
put a
have all
house
the
on
blues.
I can't put a house on a yellow before I gotta get all the yellows before I put a house.
Yeah,
on.
you got
Yeah,
to.
absolutely. You can't. How you gonna do that? You don't own it. You don't own it. You gotta own the Monopoly. Look at him. He's like, yeah. You fucking up. You fucking up. You fucking up, Los.
The matter of fact, Marcus. All right, so hold on. Let's
Don't
backtrack.
bring Marcus into this.
What about that Uno shit? What about that Uno shit, player?
No,
No,
Don't
man.
look for solid. No, keep
You-
him
you
in
with me?
here. No, we point over here with the guard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What kind of shit is this?
You know what I'm saying?
You teaching your kid wrong. It's fucked up. You need to be playing all the draws at the same time, son.
No, that's not. No,
yo.
you can't do that.
Why can't you?
That's
Because
not
if we have
ethical.
like 20 draw, like, yo, man, I'm
Son,
telling you, bro, I play with kids. they
Nothing is better.
All on top. It's
Exactly.
like-
and then when somebody friend got to draw 24 at the same time,
That's why.
it's nothing.
Nah,
I'm not. It's
better than-
fisticuffs. Fisticuffs. That's-
Son,
I'm not
them
drawing.
shits were
I'm not-
lost
I'm
in
not-
middle
Put the whole game
school
down.
and fucking high school.
I'll put the game down. I'll put the game down.
I'm not
So-
playing with you.
Motherfuckers have. See, but you know what?
I'm not playing with you.
Listen, Uno, y'all wrong. I'm fucking right. I fucking said it, and I said what I said. I don't give a goddamn. Hey, yo, y'all pay us for this fucking promo.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Love.
All three of us.
Yeah. Love y'all.
Motherfuckers over.
Y'all niggas is wrong, though.
Nah. For Monopoly, we're definitely right.